Hi everybody, welcome to Beauty Buzz. I thought it would be fun to take you guys on an example of what microneedling looks like for me. So I'm going to do my own microneedling today, and I'm just going to walk you through the process, which would be very similar to what you would experience as well. So come with me first to let's get photos. So we always have you put a headband on, and the purpose of that is so that we can push the hair back and we can actually get photos to be able to see before and after your treatments. So this is our consent form. Normally I would give you an opportunity to read it. Since I already know what it says, I'm just going to arrow forward, and this is where I'm going to sign, and then I'll have someone else witness it for me, of course. After we do the consent, it's time to get the skin washed and ready for numbing.
Hi everybody, I'm back. So I have numbed myself for my treatment. I've already removed the numbing and wiped down with alcohol. And so now what I'm about to do is start microneedling myself. So real quick, we'll just go over some of the things that I use during microneedling. This is a very similar setup that I have during your treatment as well. So here we have the pen. I've already put it in the sheath to protect from cross-contamination. I've only opened but not taken out the needle cartridge because we want to do that right when we're about to start the treatment. This is the box everything is housed in that is for your treatment. And then I'm going to be microneedling Neocutis Bio Gel into the skin that has pre-approved ingredients. And then what I like to do for patients afterwards, especially if they are microneedling in PRF, that's where we draw your blood, spin it down, re-microneedle it back into the skin, and even inject it back into the skin. It gets really tight and dry, and so it can pull hairs around the hairline. So I like to take some sterile saline with a gauze and kind of just wipe around the hairline to loosen up those hairs. And then after I'm done with that, I do apply a layer of bio cream, also with approved ingredients, over the skin, just one thin layer, and that loosens up again that tightness that the PRF actually creates, but doesn't remove the PRF. It just is, more good stuff going down into those microchannels, treating the dermis and the epidermis. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm going to try doing all of this without my glasses on too, you guys. So we're going to turn the pen on first. This is the new skin pen, by the way. So I had the old skin pen Precision. It stopped working on me, so I got the new one. And I'm actually very glad I got the new one. I love this pen. So it has a stronger motor, and I'm going to turn it on. It's kind of loud. It has a stronger motor, which is a good thing because you are able, or I am able, to get more microchannels into the skin, which helps with that collagen synthesis, just creating a better treatment overall. So for the sake of time, I'm only doing the face, and I'm going to video doing my cheek and then also the upper eyelid, because a lot of people are interested in that, and you can get some really good tightening with that as well, but people are apprehensive because it is the upper eyelid. So maybe if you see me do it, you'll be okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put it to 0.25 millimeters. So you can see right there it has the measurements, and that's how I am able to judge the depth that I'm going. Because I'm just doing a treatment for maintenance, the endpoint I'm trying to reach today is just going to be the erythema, which is the redness. So I just do a real thin layer, and I'm going to work in sections on the cheek. All right, so I do 3 passes with each depth. So you can see some of that erythema is starting to come up, and that's just at 0.25 millimeters. So I'm going to move along a little further. Before I'm completely done with the cheek, I'm actually going to pull the lower eyelid down a little bit so I can get in that area. We can do whatever lands on the ocular bone. Now, I'm a person that flushes very easily, so you can already see that pink coming up in the cheek area. This is normal for me. I'll be sure to take some after photos tomorrow as well, so that you can see what the day after looks like. Now, I don't really have nasolabial folds, and I do not have filler in this area as well. And marionettes, you can kind of see they're starting to fold and form. So I always go over that area a little bit more than I do the rest because I want to preventatively treat that area. And so I'm going to do what I said before. I'm going to pull this lower eyelid down. Whatever lands on that cheekbone is what I can treat. So we do not go inside the lower eyelid unless it's on that cheekbone. So now what I'm going to do is move that to 0.5 millimeters and do the same thing over again. But before I do that and go off camera, I'm going to treat the upper eyelid so you can see what that looks like. Again, we don't go in the upper eyelid where the eyeball is, but what I do is pull that up. Whatever lands on that brow bone is what I'm able to treat. Very thin skin, so you don't need to go super deep. I'm already getting that erythema. But that's basically what we do to treat that. And so in my after pictures, you may or may not be able to see a little bit of a lift. I can always tell that I've gotten some tightening on that. And I feel like that has actually helped me put off a blepharoplasty a little bit longer. Anyway, I'm going to move on and do the rest of my face, and I'll come back on camera when I'm completely done. All right, so I'm back. I finished my treatment. I only went to 0.5 millimeter. Again, this was my endpoint I was looking for, is this erythema, the redness. Today, it's a little spicy feeling right now. If I get a little dry, I'll continue to put the bio cream on over top of it just to loosen it up and make it feel a little bit nicer. Tomorrow morning, I should be able to wash my face before I come to work, and then I'll have to wait the full 24-hour period in order to put makeup and sunblock on. That's my protocol. This is microneedling, and whenever you come in to see me, this is basically the process that you'll go through as well. I did want to say I normally include my neck again, but for the sake of time, it was just the face today. So I will be doing that neck at a little bit of a later date as well to get that caught up. So I hope this information has been helpful for you. Thanks for watching.